for you, first or the second?
You know, B.A., after all the anticipation, the first half just goes by in a hurry. And the second half, you are in a rhythm, so the games can blend into one. So I'm going to be a politician. The answer is both.
So a look at our starters for the Wizards. They've got Chris Middleton. Johnson is out there with Bilal Coulibaly. Then it's Alexander Sarr, and it's George in at small forward. Now here's Johnson. Pass to Coulibaly. Three-pointer is up. Middleton drains the triple.
Boy, when you've got the jump shot that Chris Middleton has, you're always a weapon, which means you help create spacing for your teammates.
Here's Harden. Collins with a screen on Johnson. Here's Harden. 6 to shoot. Releases. Sarr pulls it in. To the inside. Here's Middleton. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
Boy, that was a nice leak out by Middleton. Took advantage of his quickness there.
The Clippers have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Zubac's shot is off.
0 for 4 to start this game. Some of it's execution, and some of it's just bad luck.
Middleton against Collins. Johnson for 3. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. Now Los Angeles with it. It's a 5-point game. Johnson against Harden. Shoots over Johnson. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. The Wizards have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Sarr against Harden. Sarr passes to Middleton. It's rebounded by Zubac.
Operating from mid-range, that's a shot he likes. I mean, I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Pass to Harden. Back to Leonard. Shoots over George. Shot by Leonard, no good. Washington's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Johnson. Floats one. No good there. Harden with the defensive effort. Clippers trail by 5. Well, Grant, when it comes to exciting young guards who can really fill it up, Trey Johnson's name has to come to mind.
Yeah, no question about it, B.A. This kid can score in a variety of ways, and his confidence is what makes him so dangerous in this department.
Shot by Leonard, no good. Wizards leading by 5. George outside. Pass to Johnson. Middleton outside. Pulls up. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Middleton's got 7.
Man, it's obvious that Middleton has great confidence. I mean, you can just see it oozing out of him. He's so good at catching the defense off balance and knocking down the catch-and-shoot jump shot.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Here's a look at some stats for John Collins. Pass to Leonard. George with a steal. Collins against Middleton. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. 9 points in the game.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Here's Zubac, and it's slammed in by Zubac.
Zubac doing major damage. Check that rim out, folks.
Middleton passes to Johnson. Back to Middleton. The 15-footer. It's rebounded by Zubac. And it's Leonard with the ball for the Clippers. They trail by 7, coming off a win against the Hornets.
And that one, the other team could not keep up with them offensively. They were prolific.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble. Well, you know, this is what you like about him as a facilitator. He hits his man where he can do something with the rock.
Collins with a screen on George. Leonard passes to Collins. And stolen by Middleton. Harden against Johnson. George outside. Middleton looking around. 6 on the shot clock. From downtown, Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. Clippers trail by 7. Up top, Harden, covered by Johnson. Leonard passes to Collins. First shot won't go.
Yeah, that's got to be frustrating for him. He'll usually convert that.
Pass to Sarr. The kick out to Johnson. He drains that one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
Well, they count on big-time production from him at the offensive end.
Dunn outside. Back to Harden. Leonard against George. Shoots from 12. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
He can't get anything to fall, at least not this quarter.
Pass to Coulibaly. And here's Johnson. Back to Coulibaly. Dunn with a steal. He takes it in. Now Collins. Here's Zubac. George defending. Out to Leonard. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Harden misses.
How many shots has he missed this quarter? Might be time to find offense elsewhere.
Now here's Middleton. Defended by Dunn. Middleton passes to Johnson. There's a screen. Middleton against Collins. Puts one up from 19. Middleton, no good.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Now here's Harden. 32 points for him last game against Charlotte.
Impacting both sides of the floor. 4 steals showing the work he did defensively.
Leonard's shot's good.
Well, it wasn't a pretty start for him, but now he's got a bucket to build on.
And in the big market of Los Angeles, with a sparkling new arena, Grant, the Clippers are confident they'll be able to attract star talent.
Well, the expectation is they'll continue to compete with Harden and Kawhi. And then in a few years, perhaps time to make some big moves.
Now here's Dunn. Yet to see a basket. Harden finds Collins. Leonard up top. Gets some space and parries the jumper.
Mechanically so efficient and smooth. Leonard off the catch there.
To the paint. Zubac with the steal. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks a lot, BA. The Wizards are letting their young guys learn on the fly. Guard Bub Carrington said the whole organization communicates to us often. We drafted you guys for a reason, they say. Don't be scared to make a mistake. Play your game. Use the things that got you here and see if it sticks. Back to you.
Learning on the job. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. Champagnie, he's checked in for Washington. Carrington comes in for Coulibaly. Pass to George. Now Sarr. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Suns in Phoenix.
Relentless on the glass. Boards are largely about how much you want it.
Here's Sanders. Washington outside. Outside Christie. Pass to Sanders. The 3 is up. Rebounded by Champagnie. Washington leading by 3. Now Johnson, guarded by Batum. Back to Johnson. It's Carrington on the wing. Christie against Sarr. Now Carrington. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Carrington. For Washington, they've got 7 of 15 to find the net. Pass to Sarr. Now Carrington fires the 3. Counted from distance. And now it's an 8-point Washington lead.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Washington passes to Christie. Now here's Lopez. No good from outside.
Hey, it was a good look, one he normally capitalizes on.
Outside Carrington. Johnson on the wing. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
He's off his game right now, trying to find a groove.
Batum, pass to Lopez. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Putting that stanchion to the test, the big fella, banging it down.
Pass to Champagny. From behind the arc. Knocks it down from distance. And the Wizards lead by 9.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Outside Christie. The 3 is up. Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's got 6 rebounds in the game.
That's how you want to see them crash the glass. They've been out-hustled so far.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
Now here's Washington. Still no points. Deflected!
What I like about Sarr as a shot blocker, he can do it anywhere on the floor.
And he lobs it up. It's stolen by Washington. On the break. Here's Sanders. George defending. Sanders, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And there's the screen. To the middle. Lopez with the steal. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Back to Christie. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 5 on the clock. Here's Washington. That shot off the mark. A big-time effort from Chris Middleton, providing a lot of energy for Washington, hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
On the court right now for the Wizards, we've got Carlton Carrington, also Johnson out there, and it's Champagny at the 4. Pass to Johnson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Wizards lead by 11.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Here's Sanders. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Now here's Lopez. He's covered by Bagley. And it's Washington on the break. Here's Champagny. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Champagny's got his second basket on the night. And here's Harden. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
I don't think there's anybody better than Harden at converting through contact. Superb in that area because he's crafty, he's strong, and he's skilled.
Cooper's checked in for Washington. Well, Clark, by my count, in your career, you made all of 23 triples and hit a respectful 34%.
23 over a, what, close to 5-year career, maybe the equivalent of 3 1/4 years on the court. Yeah, the 3-ball was not being shot a lot. I will tell you, I was looking to add it to my repertoire, though, and that's the case for all of these guys playing now. Everybody is shooting threes.
Here's Sanders. Three-pointer, no good. Washington leading by 10. Pass to Cooper. Now Bagley. Misses the baby hook. The Clippers shooting poorly at only 28%. Outside Harden. Here's Lopez. They double him with Bagley. And there's a 3-second violation.
And this is a team looking to do damage from deep. They are third in outside shooting in a squad that you need to take seriously from beyond the arc.
And you got to avoid fouling this team. It's really that simple. They are the top team in the league in terms of free throw percentage because they don't want to waste any chances to cash in from the line. Washington has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Middleton against Batum. And that one's good. Middleton's got 11.
Boy, I like the finesse and the focus that Middleton plays with. I mean, that's part of what allows him to finish off these tough hoops.
Here's Sanders. No made baskets yet. Here's Batum. On the wing, Christie. Harden from outside. He's got it. 3 for 7 now.
Harden has been lethal from outside for a long time. Add another to the career total.
George outside. Back to Carrington. Pass to Coulibaly. And here's George. And here's Middleton. Defended by Christie. Here's Carrington. And the three-pointer goes. Give him 8 points now.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Los Angeles. And as teams are grinding through their schedules, let's see how it's going out east. Taking a look at the Wizards, way down in the conference standings. Lots of ground to make up in the final half of the year. Now here's Harden. Give him 8 points now. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Harden's got 8 here in this quarter.
Yeah, that barrel-chestedness of Harden's. So much strength and body control. It's hard to stop him from scoring.
Coulibaly with it. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Suns in Phoenix. Middleton against Leonard. Pulls it. Middleton, no good. And so it's Harden with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. It's a 10-point game. Their first look at this year's Washington squad.
They should have steamrolled this club last year, but that's not how it played out.
You know, it was 1-1 split from 2 teams on the opposite side of the standings. You know, as we've said many times, anything can happen when you play out of conference.
Well, Grant, you look at James Harden's capacity to generate offense. He is still at an elite level.
Yeah, a virtuoso with the rock. Even as he slows down, his ability to change pace keeps defenders off balance and creates for himself and others. It's just a thing to marvel at.
Batum is checked in for Christie. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Sarr's checked in for Bagley. Pass to Harden. Down low. It's rebounded by Washington. Sarr's got his 7th rebound here tonight. George, right side. Middleton outside. Now Carrington from the arc. Washington again can't hit. Sarr against against Harden. Here's Sanders. And that one is stuffed right through.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And so it's Washington with it, following the score by Los Angeles. Coulibaly against Harden. Here's Sarr. Rejected by Lopez.
And that's where Lopez specializes. A great rim protector is he.
Harden, the pass to Leonard. Back to Harden. It's rebounded by George. George has got 5 rebounds tonight.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Leonard. Kawhi slam! Wow!
Oh, yeah, Kawhi Leonard. There's still some life left in those limbs.
And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And Washington making a change here. Johnson's checked in. And while we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for John Collins.
You know, a trend like this isn't going to please the coach or the front office. He's been a little more focused on other parts of his game, and rebounding is something he needs to put more emphasis on. And I'm sure they've talked to him about it.
Washington moving the ball around. George finds Coulibaly. Middleton against Leonard. Sarr a screen. Middleton, right side. Over Leonard. Washington again can't hit.
Despite his struggles to heat up and get going, the lead still remains intact.
Zubac passes to Collins. Dunn outside. Inside. Stolen by Coulibaly. It's George on the wing. Collins defending. George passes to Middleton. No good, and they can't put it into the drought.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
The execution has been better lately, but do they have enough energy to pull it off?
This game was in danger of getting away from him. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And a look now at the top rookie rebounders in the NBA. In the third spot, Alex Sarr.
Rebounding is a skill that can easily translate into the pro game. He had a reputation for being good on the boards, and he has certainly delivered on that.
Yeah, rebounding always transfers and translates to the next level. He's been a bull in a china shop, out working, out hustling guys, and he's really got terrific instincts to the basketball.
Now here's Middleton. 11 points in the game. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go from 11. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Tipped away. On the break. Here's Leonard. Leonard in transition.
So much fun to have Leonard operating in the open floor.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Washington. They trail by 1. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, the Wizards stacking talented young players and draft assets. Not only that, they'll have a ton of cap space next season, which they will likely not use to sign a star free agent, but rather to absorb contracts in exchange for, you guessed it, more draft picks. This front office is continuing to think long-term, guys.
Priority straight. All right, Shams, appreciate the report. Here's Zubac, and that one's good. Nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Johnson. He's coming off a 19-point game against Phoenix. Zubac with the steal. Done with it. Picked up by Koulibaly. Leonard passes to Dunn. For three, Collins. They get the rebound. Out to Leonard. Here's the three. And that three is knocked down by Kawhi. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. John Collins becoming a knockdown shooter. He said, I think I've always had the ability to shoot. I'm just feeling it for three right now. My teammates are doing a good job of finding me in the spots that I like, and I've worked on my shot a lot, and I'm sort of settling into it. Guys, back to you.
Very capable. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Now here's Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Good on the shot. And now an 8-point Los Angeles lead.
Boy, it has been a huge night for Leonard. The skill is obvious, but his strength is what makes him hard to defend.
Outside Johnson. Will it go? And he lays it in.
And off the jump, they were effective from deep. I don't know why they haven't continued to fire from out there.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I say let those triples fly.
Here's Leonard after the basket by Washington. Pass to Sanders. Over Johnson. Sanders, no good. The Wizards trail by 6. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. Collins outside. George against Leonard. It's Leonard with a good look inside.
Kawhi Leonard has had great momentum on offense here. He's making moves with no hesitation.
Middleton outside. Washington moving the ball around. Johnson on the wing. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. The bank shot, no good. Here's Sanders to the inside. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And so it's Los Angeles up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Hello, folks. Is this the halftime show? Yes, it is. And kicking it off, let's quickly look at the Western Conference standings.
When you look at Los Angeles, they're frustrated, and you can understand their frustration. They were expected to be good this year. Their fan base was fired up, but it just hasn't come together.
And guys, time now to talk about Kawhi Leonard. How incredible did he look in that first half?
Kawhi is a monster. He takes over games on a regular basis, which is exactly what we saw in the first half.
A multi-talented guy, and it's on display tonight. But you'd think he'd crack a smile every once in a while, maybe? Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Kawhi and Collins are the forwards. Harden and Dunn, they man the backcourt. And it's Zubats in at the 5 down low. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. Harden to pass to Zubats. Now here's Harden. Three-pointer. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And Zubac is somebody you've got to keep off the glass because when you don't, he's wreaking havoc on you.
Outside Coulibaly. Pass to Johnson. Oh, stolen by Harden. Three-pointer. And it's Coulibaly with a rebound. The Wizards trail by 7 to the middle. The shot by Johnson, no good.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Dunn, the pass to Harden. Up top, Collins. Pass to Leonard. Clock at 6. Fires the three. They grab their own miss. And that one's good. And now it's a 9-point Clipper lead.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Zubac with the steal. Leonard against George. Here's Harden. That one is off. Johnson with the defensive effort. Of all the accolades James Harden has racked up, what do you think he'll be most remembered for, Clark?
You mean aside from his beard, which is pretty impressive as well as his game? I mean, I think his scoring ability, the way he did it, he was one of the first to really kind of master that step-back three against good defense. His ability to get to the rim, draw fouls, and make plays for others. I think all of that is part of what we will remember about James Harden. They are winning this game largely because of his effort.
Johnson on the wing. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Outside Coulibaly. There's the three. And he stays with it. Middleton outside. Goes back up. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. They'll pin that one on John Collins.
Middleton is most known, quite honestly, for his scoring ability. He's a sniper from outside that you can't afford to lose contact with.
First trip to the line for him here.
And, you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
Both free throws good from Middleton. Grant, in recent seasons, the big limiter on Chris Middleton's game has been health.
Yeah, B.A., and it's just so frustrating. Here's a high-impact player, an all-star, and he's always having to come back from something. Not what you want for anyone.
Zubac with a screen on George. Leonard going in. And the dunk by Leonard.
With the combination of length and strength, Leonard is a hard cover.
And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Well, Grant, this is the third season under this front office for the Wizards.
And bringing experience from years working for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Their commitment level to building the right way is rock solid.
George outside. It's Middleton on the wing. They set the pick. Shoots over Collins. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Middleton's got 15 points.
Yeah, you know, when you shoot the ball as well as Middleton does, you want to be hungry in looking for your shots. I mean, shot hungry is a good thing when you've got the stroke that he has, mid-range and long distance.
Back to Harden. Just 5 to shoot. Looking to end this cold spell. Leonard outside. He's got another one. That's 10 for 15 now. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. It's a 10-point game. When this one's in the books, they'll be off to Sacramento, taking on the Kings. They're getting into the back half of a 4-game road trip. George passes to Middleton. Coulibaly on the wing, defended by Dunn. Middleton, a good look. And again, it's Washington.
One of the purest shooters in this game. Stopping Middleton has to be a focal point for your defense.
Screen by Leonard. Harden from outside. They get it again. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That was good. Zubac has got 6 points in the quarter.
He got in excellent position, then takes it right back up.
Zubac with the steal. Pass to Dunn. Back to Harden. Lays it up and banks it in. And now a 12-point Clipper lead. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
I love the fact they've done tremendous work on the offensive glass. A lot of second chance opportunities as they've kept that ball alive.
Collins outside. Pass to Leonard. Zubac with a screen on George. Shot clock at 6. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot. Three-pointer, Harden. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Harden's got 15 points.
After 1-3 in the first half, there's his second right there.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Back to Dunn. Shoots over Coulibaly. Rebound, Washington. Sarr's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Tipped. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Here's Dunn.
Well, I really like how Dunn draws these fouls. He's actually excellent at getting defenders to foul him.
It's now a decade in the league for Chris Dunn. What's helped him stick in the NBA, Clark?
I think it's his defensive prowess, B.A., quite honestly. I thought he would be better overall, but defensively is where he's made his mark. He's terrific defending the ball, disruptive, and causes turnovers quite a bit. And usually he's drawing the top perimeter assignment every night.
Carrington, he's checked in for Washington. Well, some lament the death of the mid-range jumper in today's game. Grant, you got any fixes?
Well, some have suggested cutting out the corner threes. If the three-point line was only like above the break, teams would probably need to rely more on that mid-range.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Dunn outside. Pass to Leonard. Fades away. Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's got 11 rebounds in the game. Johnson with it. Dunn in his pocket. Here's Middleton. Over Leonard. And another miss by Washington.
Good contest. Can't let him have open shots from mid-range.
Dunn with it. Johnson on him. Kicks it out to Collins. Leonard outside. 6 to shoot. Good D by Sarr. The Wizards trail by 11. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Three-pointer is up. Middleton gets the 3 to fall. Middleton's got 23.
Well, there's a good reason this guy shoots as many threes as he does. Chris Middleton is a knockdown three-point shooter.
Dunn outside. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got 5 assists tonight.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Middleton against Collins. Middleton outside. That one drops for him. Middleton's got 14 points here in the second half.
He's been excellent in this period. Even though they're down, he's keeping them close.
Outside Harden. Zubac screen. Releases. And he makes it on the layup. And 12 points for Ivica Zubac.
He's been perfect this quarter. They keep feeding him, and he keeps delivering.
Outside Carrington. Back to Middleton. On the take. Shoots over Collins. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Blown opportunity there. He's got to have a short-term memory. Forget about that one.
Count it. Leonard's got 9 points in the quarter.
Skilled at getting inside and doing work down there. Kawhi Leonard is a confident scorer.
Pass to Middleton. Now Johnson. Outside Carrington. Sarr with a screen on Harden. Shoots. Carrington no good.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Done. The pass to Collins.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Leonard against Coulibaly. Puts up a deep three. They get it back. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Clippers lead by 15.
You have to box out Zubac. I mean, he's such a big physical force down there and so good around the rim.
Pass to Middleton. Puts up a three. Collins with the defensive effort.
That's staying connected to the shooter and timing the contest.
Harden, the pass to Zubac. Back to Harden. Dunn outside. Shoots over Johnson. And the Clippers again with a bucket.
Man, what a gorgeous, pretty jumper from Dunn. And he is a scintillating player who you have to respect from there.
Outside Carrington. To stop the drought. The shot that time not on target. Oh, excellent D there from Harden. Dunn left side. Leonard outside. Zubac with a screen on Coulibaly. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You know, it's human nature. When you've got a big lead, it's easy to get complacent and take your foot off the gas like they did there.
Wizards trail by 17. Now here's Carrington. Give him 8 points now. 29 seconds left in the third quarter. To the wing, right side. The baseline, Jay. Offensive rebound, Bagley. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points.
As usual, terrific effort from him. Unwilling to let the possession go to waste.
Now Christie. He's scoreless. Out to the wing. Here's Zubac. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed it.
And so it's Kawhi Leonard making highlights for Los Angeles. He's been lighting it up tonight. 24 points. Back to the game after this break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And from the two-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So on the floor for the Wizards, they've got Keyshawn George, Carlton Carrington out there with Marvin Bagley, and it's Riley in at the 2. Here's Harden, and here's Lopez from the arc. It's rebounded by Washington. George has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Bagley. Here's Champagnie. The 3. And he can't get that one. Los Angeles leading by 17. Outside Harden. Lets it go from deep. And it's Bagley with the rebound. Washington's gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. Outside Carrington. They set a pick. Some room here for George. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Letting him have that from mid-range. The defense dodged the bullet there.
Lopez finds Harden. Now Christie. Pass to Batum. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Harden from outside. It's rebounded by George. George has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Over to the left wing. Here's Champagny. George outside. Outside Carrington. Wing shot on the way. And again, Washington, no good.
Defense practically daring him to take that shot in. It worked out for him.
Foul charge to Washington.
And Los Angeles making a change here. Brown's checked in.
Coming onto the floor for your players. Number 24, Brown.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Here's Harden. Christie passes to Brown. 5 to shoot. Pass to Harden. Jacks up a 3. Buries it from 3.
That's his second tray of this half. For the game, he's got 9 points from beyond the arc.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And here's George. The 3 ball. Sinks it from distance.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Outside Harden. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Wizards trail by 17. Pass to Riley. Back to Carrington. George outside. All sorts of time. Jump shot is good. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
The bounce pass, right on the money. Great setup.
Now here's Lopez. Shoots from the line. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. And the Clippers lead by 17.
For Harden, that's just like an extended free throw.
George a screen on Harden. Here's Carrington. Misses the 3.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Harden. Harden missing again. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for Washington. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth. Pass to Champagny. Now George takes the 3. Hauled in by Brown. Batum outside to the paint. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Boy, the playmaking of Nicholas Batum vastly improved over the course of his career.
And stolen by Brown. Batum against George. Batum, the pass to Lopez. Beyond the arc. Batum's shot is off. The Wizards trail by 19. Pass to Champagny. Lopez with the steal. Batum outside. He buries it from 3. Batum's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. The Wizards have gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the fourth. Not great. Here's George. Bagley, a screen on Batum. George passes to Bagley. And it's going to be a 3-second call. A chance to check out the Los Angeles Clippers' upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll be matching up with Brandon Ingram and the Toronto Raptors. Then on Monday, they'll face off against Trae Young and the Washington Wizards.
And for that game against the Lakers, that's where you have to bring your A-plus effort, especially when you know you're going to be facing a more talented team.
Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Brown. And timeout called by Ty Lue, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. For the Clippers, Zubats, he's checked in for Lopez. Collins comes in for Batum. And it's done in for Christie. Down low, here's Collins. And Collins with the slam.
Yeah, just a nice show of force by Collins, taking it all the way to the rim and flushing it home.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Sarr. Middleton outside. The Wizards with another miss. And Bilal Coulibaly picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
And here are the Clippers now. Right now on a 9-0 run. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
And Clark with the landmark decisions, opening the door to NIL revenue for athletes in college and even in high school. It's the wild, wild west for amateur basketball.
There's no question the landscape is chaotic, dizzying even. But they deserve a slice of that pie, and this is a long time coming. Kids have an opportunity to leverage their talent to get paid right now. And in some cases, begin the process of creating generational wealth before they even become of age to vote. That's a pretty powerful combination. Harden's a guy who really had an old man's game back when he was a young man. It worked then, and it certainly is working now.
Washington moving the ball around. Johnson finds Middleton. 6 on the shot clock. The kick out to Johnson. Launches a three. And again, Washington, no good.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
On target from range. Harden's got 14 points here in the second half.
This guy knows how to get it done. He knows what he's doing out there. A nice job from the three-point line this half.
Middleton outside. They need this. Collins with the rebound.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Pass to Middleton. Crafty move. Excellent D there from Collins. Harden with it. Middleton covering. Step back shot. Done outside. Lets the three fly. He drops it from range.
But they're playing a lot more aggressively on the offensive boards in the second half, racking up a ton of second chance points.
Outside Coulibaly. Pass to George. Here's Middleton. Collins defending. Collins against Middleton. Collins with the defensive effort. The Clippers have gotten 8 of 15 during the fourth quarter. And here's Leonard. Fires for three. Offensive board. Zubats off with the layup. Washington's gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. Pass to Johnson. It's Middleton on the wing. To the middle. Stolen by Collins. Here's Leonard. And the basket is good. The call goes his way, and we could be looking at a three-point play here. You think back to the prime years of Kawhi Leonard, Clark. He was absolutely dominant.
Yeah, he really was. I mean, so few wings could dominate the way Kawhi did when he was healthy and in his prime. I mean, he could score at all three levels, especially in that mid-range game. Absolutely lethal. And then defensively, he was a stopper. He would just turn people's water off. In his peak, He was as good as any two-way player we've had in the league.
Kicks it to George. Outside Johnson. And miss after miss right now.
His lack of offense is certainly not helping. Tough to overcome that.
Outside Christie. Pass to Leonard. Well, you ask the older generation about load management. They'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways. So you got to take that into account.
Here's Sanders. Pass to Leonard. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It's going to be on Keyshawn George.
One of the many things that Kawhi does well, getting himself to the line.
Free throw drops for Leonard.
You know, when you talk Kawhi Leonard, you start with his defense, and I don't know if there's a better wing defender around.
And the Clippers making a change here. Miller's checked in. Both good from the line that time.
Hey, when Leonard is able to stay healthy and play, there's no doubt he's one of the best in the game. Can take over a game on both ends.
And there's a pick. Middleton outside. And you look around the league, 30 different organizations, each with their own cultures. What did you look for as a player, Greg?
Well, you know, B.A., winning always comes first. But after that, you're looking at resources and how they care for their players. That's where teams are trying to separate themselves these days.
Here's Leonard to the left side wing. And here's Lopez from the arc. It's rebounded by Washington. It's Middleton on the wing, defended by Brown. Basket counts.
Man, I tell you what, Middleton does a nice job using his length inside. You know, when he gets in a good spot, he's a high percentage shooter from there.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Clippers.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And for the year, this will give them win number 17.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a two-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Ivica Zubac.
He played big all night, relentless on the glass, just helping his team in the possession battle.
Well, you hate to give Lopez an easy one around the rim, but you don't like sending him to the line either.
The line for Los Angeles, Brook Lopez. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. Some changes for Los Angeles. Batum comes in for Leonard, and Christie subbed in for Miller. And he's good on the second.
And, you know, Lopez has such a likable personality and way about him. Just a good-spirited guy, and it's one of the reasons his teammates enjoy playing with him.
George finds Coulibaly. Takes a three. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Sanders. Covered by Johnson. Here's Sanders. So no problem for the Clippers as they get the win. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.